Welcome in, everybody, to the Shelby TV broadcast of Utica Chieftain football. Tonight, the Utica Chieftains take on the Romeo Bulldogs. Chieftains come into this game 1-1, losing to Ford last week. And Romeo, great start so far, 2-0. Mike, what do the Chieftains have to do to beat the Bulldogs in this one?
That defense has got to stand tall. They're a young defensive core. Tony, we talked to him before the game. He said he is happy with the way they're progressing, but they're progressing slowly as a group. So Coach Tony Smith is looking for that D to have a big game, which they need to. As we have seen, Romeo can spread the ball with that offense of that jet sweep.
So the Chieftains take over at the 25-yard line. Pass to the outside. Nice tackle, though. Nice completion for the first play of offense for the Chieftains.
And the Chieftains looking to get things started quickly here as Coach Tony Smith is looking to go to the air a little bit more this week. Last week, a tough loss as well. 20 seconds left and throwing a pick six. They were right in that game against Henry Ford, too. So the Chieftains looking to get things rolling for themselves quickly and early.
2nd and 5 for the Chieftains from the 30-yard line. Handoff. Nowhere really to go there, though, for the Chieftains. A pickup of a couple yards. And there he is. We see him, Kuma Nagwili. You know, he's going to be big for the Chieftains. He has been so far huge. And last week, another good game for him, 227 yards. He has 619 yards total on the season. Of course, when the first home game of the year, 6 touchdowns. If the Chieftains want any chance of winning tonight, they're going to need a big game from Gwilly.
Yeah, he had 2,000 last year. He could definitely break that or get to that again this year.
3rd and 2 for the Chieftains from the 33-yard line. Look to pass. Little too far out. Couldn't get the receiver, and it'll be 4th down for the Chieftains.
I like what they were thinking on that play, though, Adam, because a nice rollout pass there to try to get it over to number 5. Just not connecting at the right time. Take a look at this replay. Gets the snap. And I like what they're thinking right there. Just a little off. Again, hopefully they can connect on that next time around, next series.
So we talked to Coach Smith, and he talked a little bit about maybe doing some more passing this game than we usually see. And we've already seen 2 passes here tonight, which is usually what we see in maybe a quarter from the Chieftains. So we'll keep an eye out on that tonight. 4th and 2 for the Chieftains. They'll punt it to the Bulldogs. Nice line drive punt. Takes a friendly bounce, looks to go out of bounds. It will. It'll roll out at about the 32-yard line, and we'll get to see this Bulldog offense for the first time tonight.
The Bulldog offense, led by Paul Hurley, the quarterback for the Romeo Bulldogs. They use that jet sweep spread, and the Chieftains are going to look to try to capitalize with their corners and try to stop Romeo from opening up the field, which we've seen that they are accustomed to doing. Last week they beat Grosse Pointe South 28-0. So once again, Romeo they have a great football team as well this season, so big expectations for them as well.
Yeah, off to a great start. They beat Oxford week 1 47-0, so good defense and good offense. A good all-around team here at Romeo. 1st and 10 from the 33 for the Bulldogs. You'll get the handoff there, trying to get to the outside. Breaks a defender, gets to the outside, gets down close to that first down marker, might have it.
Brad Tanner with the run there, and it looks like he might get that first down. Waiting for the refs to signal.
You see a nice little play there. Give it to the receiver coming across. A nice pickup there for Tanner.
A little fake there as well. Running back Lucas Shimon, we know, can also put up the yards running as well. But this time they went to Brad Tanner, the wide receiver.
2nd and 1 for the Bulldogs from the 42-yard line. 9:53 left in this first quarter. They'll hand it off, pick up the first down and more, get down to about the 50-yard line.
Lucas Shimon again with that run, or this time with that run, the running back for Romeo Bulldogs. Nothing too complicated on this one. Gets the blocks, able to turn the corner to the right, gets a couple yards on that play, and Romeo is moving the ball up the field.
Yeah, a lot of moving parts in this offense. They'll hand off, get a lot of running. You don't know which running back or even receiver it's going to go to. And then you see they're having some success with it so far.
And that's what makes them dangerous. They can spread the ball. They can run the ball with multiple players. And that's where the Chieftains defense needs to lock down here.
1st and 10 from the 50 for Romeo. Handoff up the middle. They'll blow that play dead, though, before it starts.
Looks like somebody possibly jumped off the sides, and it's on Romeo. So they shot themselves in the foot there, pushed themselves back 5. And this is where now the Chieftains, I mean, on penalties, you have to capitalize. And we've seen that in week 1. They were able to capitalize defensively and shut down the offense of the opposing team.
Yeah, forcing a few turnovers and then penalties also. So Chieftains look to do what they did in the home opener, like you talk about, good defense, create turnovers, and you see Romeo moving themselves 5 yards back here, going to make it tougher to pick up that first down, as they will have 1st and 15 from the 45-yard line. Handoff up the middle.
And quickly take it down with the 2 yards to go. You know, it's always tough, too, Adam, coming off a tough loss like last week. The Chieftains, they were pushing the ball down the field against, let's take a look at this replay. Gets the handoff. Finish that thought in a second. It's about 2 yards.
Yeah, Dominic Bongiorno with the carry there.
But it's always tough coming off a tough loss like that. The Chieftains were pushing the ball down the field. They were down 21-14 with 20 seconds to go. Throw a pick 6, and that put the game away. They held up tough against Utica, or Henry Ford.
2nd and 12 for the Bulldogs. Look to pass. Nice pass there to the outside. He's got the first down and more. Cuts to the middle of the field. Breaks a tackle. One more defender. Gets down to about the 6-yard line, and a great pickup there for the Bulldogs.
Lucas Shimon getting open and getting that screen pass. And the running back just taking it right up the field. Let's take a look at this replay. Quarterback Hurley. Nice little pass. Had 2 defenders on him, just burned right past him. And just brings it right up the field, beats 1 tackle there. And then finally number 23 able to take him down for the Chieftains.
Yeah, great play by Shimon there, and great job by Hurley to be patient. He let his running back get out there, past the 2 defenders, and hit him there. So nice patience shown by the quarterback.
That O-line able to hold things down, so Hurley had enough time.
1st and goal from the 6, handoff up the middle. He'll be taken down after a gain of about 1.
Now that play worked without a doubt because they faked the handoff to Nathan Gorolowski.
Yeah, and Ryan Medley with the carry for the Bulldogs there.
Ryan Medley was able to get a couple yards there for them. About 1. So it's going to be 2nd and 5, Adam, here on the 5-yard line. This is where the Chieftains need to hold them back here. Try to hold them to a field goal, look for a turnover. Stop Romeo right in their tracks.
Yeah, when the other team is this close, if you can keep them to a field goal, that's not too bad. They'll look to throw back of the end zone. Incomplete, though, just a little bit too high. 3rd and goal upcoming.
A little bit too high, and you got to give credit to number 6 of the Chieftains. Jacob Dickinson was all over him. The wide receiver for Romeo, and Dickinson. Let's take a look at this replay. He's stuck with his man into the end zone. Didn't interfere. Ball goes high, but he still had a chance to get involved in that play.
Yeah, that's Mitch Heimbuch there, the tight end, a big tight end for the Bulldogs. You got to watch out for that guy in the red zone, as you see there. He's got height.
Yeah, he's a big cat.
3rd and goal, 7:01 left in the first quarter, 0-0 so far. They'll give the handoff to the outside. Looks like he'll be in. He is. Touchdown, Romeo. They take the early 6-0 lead.
I believe that's Anthony LaRock. Nope, sorry.
That was the receiver, Brad Tanner.
Yep, it was Brad Tanner. I thought it was number 31.
So they ran that same play they did earlier, just the other side, and got to the outside there, and Chieftains couldn't stop it.
There's the Bulldog fans here coming out in droves.
Yeah, nice showing by the Romeo student section on the road. You got to give them a little bit of credit there.
They're gonna draw first blood in this matchup here at Barney Swinehart.
Extra points up, and good. Romeo leads this one 7-0 with 6:56 left in the first quarter.
This is where the Chieftains need to come out now. Let's take a look at this replay again. Tanner, the handoff to number 21, the running back. Takes it right out, or the receiver, Brad Tanner. And like you said, it was a different version, reverse side. That was the play that we seen earlier in the game. But this is where the Chieftains here, they need to get something going quickly, because we've seen Romeo run away with things quickly in a lot of games in the past. And this is so the Chieftains need to offensively get their stand on this game, get things going for themselves, get Gwilly involved. They didn't get Gwilly involved much in the on that first series to open up the this game here.
Yeah, not much on the first drive from the Chieftains offensively, and then the Bulldogs come down and casually score for the most part. So Chieftains need to get that offense going. We'll see what they do their second time onto the field here tonight.
And I still want to see the quarterback Guglielmenti continue to throw the ball, keep working through it. That chemistry is going to come. It's the third game of the season.
Low line drive kick will be returned from the 18-yard line. A nice return there to get to the 32-yard line.
And not bad at all for the Chieftains, number 5.
Yeah, Slater Lutz there. You'll see him returning kicks all night. A decent job to pick up that low wobbling line drive and get a decent return on that one.
Wasn't a high kick at all for Romeo. Not a really good kick at all, so the Chieftains are going to quickly get the ball here in the 32 to start things off. So let's see what they can do here.
And they'll go to Gwilly right away.
And he stopped, I believe, for 2.
And not much room for Gwilly so far in the running game tonight, but of course we know the Chieftains won't give up on that. They'll keep trying, and eventually Gwilly will get loose.
Well, that was his second attempt in this game, so I'm sure you're going to see him a bunch more times, obviously. I'd look to possibly try to go with a play action here, or a screen pass maybe to Gwilly.
2nd and 8 for the Chieftains. Hand off to Gwilly, a fumble though. Guglielmetti loses it, and it looks like the Bulldogs will have it. And they will.
It was a broken play from the get-go. It looked like Gwilly and Guglielmetti just were not on the same page. Couldn't get back in time to get that ball. It's fumbled, and the Chieftains lose the ball. Romeo's going to get it back. It's not a good way to start this game, but you got to shake things off. As I was saying earlier, when you come off a tough loss like that, sometimes it's hard not to shake that off going into the next game.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. Especially, yeah, you lose at the end. It's tough. So 1st and 10 now for the Bulldogs. They take over after the turnover from the 30-yard line. Looking to pass, look to go to the end zone, but now nowhere to really go, and he falls down and taken down.
That's where the defense stands to and they're going to call a penalty for that?
I mean, he did
well,
fall
he
on
was
his
down.
knees,
He was
but
down.
You're just going after the quarterback there. That's a tough one.
It's a tough call because, yeah, he is down. I don't know if we're going to see a replay on this or not, but anyway, he was down with that one knee, and I get the referee's call on that. You can't really tackle the guy to the ground once he is already down, and yeah, that.
All right, let's go down to
that replay.
Yeah, let's go down to Nick now on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I talked to Coach Tony Smith before the game of the Chieftains, and he said the key to winning this game today is going with more of a balanced attack. Obviously, they have the best running back in the county in Gwilly, but in order to beat the Romeo Bulldogs, they're going to have to pass the ball. Guys?
Thanks, Nick, and he's right. I mean, they're going to have to pass the ball here. Obviously, Gwilly's a big thing, but you're already down 7-0. This is a high-powered Romeo offense. You're going to have to pass the ball a little bit here with some success.
And they have the tools to do it, and there's the defense again.
Yeah, more pressure here, and if they can keep that up and slow down that Romeo passing game, they definitely have a good chance here.
Well, Coach Tony Smith before the game said he liked the way the defense was progressing. It is a whole new unit. They're looking to gel together. He likes the way they're progressing, but they're also progressing very slowly, he said. So I think in time, this defensive core has a chance to be a very good defensive core. And as you can see, they got the potential. You've seen those last 2 plays, able to rush up and get Hurley.
3rd and 8 now for the Bulldogs from the 28-yard line. They'll hand it off.
And quickly stop.
And a penalty. There, but there is a flag, and there's Brad Tanner again with the carry. You see he comes from the outside.
I think they're going to call here, if I'm not mistaken, a low hit to the knees. No, it's a hold on the Bulldogs. Yep, there is a hold on number 13 right there in that scrum, holding down his defender. So it's looking like the Romeo Bulldogs are going to get pushed back here.
I think, well, if you're the Chieftains, do you decline it here? It looks like they will force the Bulldogs into 4th down, and a good decision there for the Chieftains. Although it is a short field, tough decision. Do you move them back or not? But Chieftains decide to put them out there for 4th.
Well, it looks like Romeo's going to go for it no matter what here.
Big 4th and 8 now for the Bulldogs. 5:29 left in the first quarter.
We got a timeout here on with the Chieftains. They're going to call a timeout. Coach Tony Smith must have seen something. Got to be encouraged the way the Chieftains have stood up here defensively, able to force Hurley back and not able to get anything rolling for them. Let's see if they could get this big stop here. They get this big stop. It's a big encouraging point here for the Chieftains.
A nice use of timeout, of course. It's a big 4th down for you. You want to get a stop here. You get a stop here. Momentum goes your way. Romeo pushing the envelope here, going for it on 4th. Of course, it is a little bit windy. Who knows, kicking field goal wise, but they want to score. They want to run up the score and score a lot of points, and they've done it a lot this year. And they know that they have a good defense they can put out there. So if they don't get it, they'll rely on their defense. But credit to Coach Tony Smith. Use your timeout here. Get as prepared as you can for this 4th down. This is a big play.
Well, not only that, the ball's on the 28, and we know what Romeo could do, obviously, with a short field. And that's where the Chieftains defense needs to close down on all corners and press Hurley as well on the defensive line. Force him back, try to get a sack here.
So here it is, 4th and 6 for the Bulldogs. 5:27 left in the first quarter. Bulldogs protecting that 7-0 lead. They'll look to pass. A little bit of pressure, though. A receiver wide open. First down for the Bulldogs, and that's the tight end, Mitch Heimbuck.
They had that pressure coming through, and then all of a sudden a Romeo offensive lineman able to get there to get him out of the way. Enough time for Hurley. As you can see right there, enough time for Hurley to get it to number 4, Heinbach. And we have a first down for the Romeo Bulldogs.
And when Hurley's been patient in the pocket, when he doesn't, get out, bootleg it all, or
he doesn't
scramble,
run either. Yeah, he doesn't scramble.
When he's sat in there, he's made some great throws, nice and patient. So, if he gets the time, you're going to have to watch out. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs now from the 12-yard line. 4:55 left in the first quarter. He's going to roll out to the left side of the field, looking to throw. He's got the whole right side if he wants to run. He's got a receiver wide open, though. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Mitch Heimbuck on the reception. And this one's 13-0 Romeo.
That's where the youth of the defense has showed right there. Those are the broken plays. Corners need to stick on their defenders. There they did it. And Hurley could have easily ran that in, too.
Yeah, he could have. He had space, but then he was patient and saw his tight end just running wide open. You could see Coach Smith not happy about that, of course, when a guy's got nobody around him for 10 yards.
As well as he should, exactly. He had nobody around him for 10 yards. He could have ran that in, but he lobbed it to his receiver, and again, nobody around the wide receiver as well, Heinbach. So, broken play defensively, and the Romeo Bulldogs capitalize on it.
Extra point up and good. Bulldogs lead this one 14-0 with 4:44 left in the first quarter.
Take a look at that replay right here. Hurley, just all the time in the world, able to have a sandwich in the back pocket if he wanted to.
Sandwich and a nap.
And just lobs it over to Mitch Heimbach. And the Romeo Bulldogs are suddenly out 14-0 with 4:44. And that's how they get things done, the Romeo Bulldogs. They take advantage of turnovers. They take advantage of penalties on you. And you're sitting there standing and wondering what happened later on in the game. So
yeah, and we talked about it earlier. Heimbuck, dangerous in the red zone, and there he was, wide open. You got to watch out for the big tight end.
Well,
they'll be using him all night.
In hindsight, it's only 14-0. There's 4:44 left in the first quarter. The Chieftains need to try to get down here and get 7.
Yeah, Chieftains need to just stick with their offense. We haven't seen enough Gwilly yet, and just haven't had much success so far tonight. Need to get something going, or this could get ugly pretty quick.
Well, yep, exactly. And so far, Romeo has been able to contain Gwilly. I don't know how long they're going to be able to do that. As long as you have him in that backfield for you, you got a chance.
A little bit of return on the
Ooh.
run.
Turned the
room on
corner,
the
and he
field.
was quickly
Wow.
taken down. And we have a penalty here on the play as Colin Resner.
Led a little bit with the helmet there. I think they're going to get him on, you know, he led head to head there.
Slater Lutz turned the corner, and then an unexperienced stop.
Oh
And
man,
a
he
wall.
he looked like he had room, and all of a sudden, bam!
Take it down quickly, and still no sign on who the penalty is on.
Yeah, they're taking their time to talk this one over. So
Maybe we could see it in here. I'm sure it's a hold. Usually,
it looked like they might have called him. Yeah, lead with your helmet. You can't go helmet to helmet like that. That's got to be the call.
that's number 15.
So they're
Melasuski-
picking up the
Melasuski.
flag here. Picked it up, no flag, which I find surprising. I mean, we know the.
If he led with his head, which
Yeah,
we've seen on
we
the
know
replay.
you were trying to cut down on that in all levels of football, and he did. He led right with his head there, helmet to helmet. You can't do that, but they pick up the flag, and we move on.
Big series here, Adam. Big series.
1st and 10 for the Chieftains. They take over at the 33-yard line, down 14-0. 4:36 left in the first quarter. Gwilly up the middle, and
Nothing.
nowhere to go for Gwilly.
So far, Romeo able to contain Gwilly. Ecumeno not able to get anything going as Guglielmenti talking things over with the offensive coach for the Utica Chieftains. I'd like to see Guglielmenti try to go to the air here if he can. Try to get something going. He gets the handoff there down to Gwilly, and Gwilly just take it down quickly by 2 Romeo Bulldogs.
Yeah, eating up right away. Nothing Gwilly can do about that one. So 2nd and 9 for the Chieftains on the 34-yard line. Looking to pass. Hit right away, though, and just way overthrows the receiver, and so much that he throws it over the entire Bulldog defense.
He looks shooken up there a little bit. Guglielmenti, as he's kind of limping coming out the field.
Hey, he take a good shot there. I mean, this offensive line is having a hard time so far, and you see how physical and talented that Romeo front line is. They're just getting right through, and tough pass there to make when you only have 1 second to throw it. So Guglielmenti needs some more time here.
Yeah, and that nearly could have got picked off too. I mean, I know no Bulldog was even close to picking it off, but it could have. Those are ones you just take to the sideline.
Yeah, anytime you just lob the ball
Or
up.
take the sack.
Yeah. 3rd and 9 for the Chieftains at the 34-yard line. 3:48 left in this first quarter. Chieftains will give it to Gwilly. A nice little pickup, but that's not going to be enough for a first down. So 4th down upcoming for the Chieftains.
A little adversity here for Kumino Gwilly, as we've seen him have his way in the last 2 weeks with the opposing team, and so far tonight, Romeo isn't having anything of it, as they have contained him pretty well so far in this game with 3:22 in this first quarter.
Yeah, Mike, usually Gwilly has no problem. Week 1, 392 yards, 6 touchdowns. Week 2, 227 yards, and he had a 77-yard touchdown run. I think on the second play of the game, broke one loose. So usually Gwilly is at least gotten one by now.
Well, there's still plenty of time, obviously, in this game.
Chieftains to punt, a nice long punt. Takes a Chieftain friendly bounce. Will be returned from the 25. Gets past a couple defenders. Gets past a couple more. He's still up. He might get to the outside.
And
He does.
He's pretty much gone.
No one's going to catch him. 30 to 20. Unbelievable punt return. The Bulldogs take a 20-0 lead.
And just like that, you can see why the Romeo Bulldogs are that tough to beat. And Coach Tony Smith shaking his head on the sideline. You got to kind of wonder, Adam, as my point was earlier, if this Chieftains team is a little rattled from last week.
Yeah, and that's a tough one. Brad Tanner with the long return there on the punt. That's his 2nd touchdown of the night, and just quickly Romeo takes a big lead. Let's see that one more time, this great return.
He's able to get over to that right side, and once he was able to do that, he had enough block because all the Chieftains were to the left side.
Yeah, I mean, it appeared they had him there in the beginning. He broke a couple tackles and a great move to bounce to that outside. Yeah, and
once he got to that to the opposite side of the field, he was just gone because everybody else was on the other side. So the Chieftains quickly down here.
Bulldogs on for the extra point. up and good. So 21-0 here. The Bulldogs lead it. They have a rushing touchdown, a passing touchdown, and now a special teams touchdown as they lead it 21-0. So, Mike, yeah, let's watch this return. I mean, what a great return. Breaks 2 tackles, shakes it, gets to the outside. Great blocks by all his guys. You see they keep with it the whole play. Has one defender to beat and just beats him with pure speed, getting to the outside, getting that punt return.
Nothing you could do once he turned those jets on, had nobody else really in front of him. Was able to just bust away and get into that end zone. So, big-time adversity in this young season for the Utica Chieftains, Adam. Let's see what they're made of. I mean, there's been a lot of high expectations for this team to make the playoffs this year, especially with Gwilly. And the quarterback, Guglielmente, I mean, coming into the season, there was a lot of talk that he was going to lead this offense to be successful. So you could see glimpses of it. They're just not on the same page. And right now, the Romeo Bulldogs are just having their way with them. So we'll see what the Chieftains can do coming up in this series.
Yeah, got to stop the bleeding here, Mike. 21-0. Obviously, a big deficit, but not an uncomebackable deficit. And that ball will bounce to the outside, off his arms, out of bounds. You see even just there now things are getting away from the Chieftains a little bit, just trying to get a return falling and ball going out of bounds. So we'll see the Chieftain offense here for the 4th time tonight. Nothing so far from them.
And the wind is kicking now here at Barney Swinehart. The rain's moved out. And a cool night for football.
Oh, yeah, this is football weather right here, Mike. Last home game, it was nice and warm and calm, and here we're getting a little windy and cool.
I'd still rather have it nice and warm and calm.
Yeah. 1st and 10 for the Chieftains. Gwilly will get it. He's got a little bit of a hole. Picks up a couple there. Keeps his legs moving.
I still think that Gwilly, I don't think you're going to be able to hold him down. I just cannot see the Romeo Bulldogs or any team for that matter in Macomb County able to hold him down. But you'd be surprised. I mean, Romeo is a good football team, so we'll see what happens here. But Gwilly just needs to keep pushing that ball forward just like he did in that play.
And Gwilly, of course, committed to Central Michigan. First time the Chieftains have had some Division I talent in a little bit. So, of course, when you have Division I talent on your team, you got to use it as much as you can. 2nd and 7 for the Chieftains from the 31-yard line. Hand off to Gwilly. He'll look to get to the outside. Has a little bit of room. He'll get to the outside, but a great tackle there on the foot to pull him down there.
Tripped up by, I believe, number 18 of the Romeo Bulldogs, Nicholas Guitar. Gwilly could have been gone there, Adam.
Yeah, I mean, he looked to have a lot of space and just a
great
great tackle. And you see he's looking back like,
how
did he take me down there?
Right here is what that goes over to the left side, turns the corner, had those jets starting to burn up, and then tripped up. So that's what I'm talking about. I mean, when you think that you really have him contained, you don't. And there you go right there, starting to move the football very, very slowly.
3rd and 4 for the Chieftains. They have the ball at the 34-yard line. 1:08 left in the 1st quarter.
And the Chieftains call timeout. This is a big, big down. Big down here. They need to get this 1st down to get something positive for themselves and start moving this football down the field. Try to get into that end zone.
Yeah, you got to stop the bleeding here. If you can at least move the ball, keep the ball. I mean, keep your offense on the field for a little bit. The offense has barely been on the field so far, so move the ball a little bit, at least put some points up on the board, get a little bit momentum swinging your way, have a chance here. I mean, 21-0, it's somewhat of a big deficit, but still plenty of time in this game. You score once, you're right back in this. It's still close.
And Romeo has nearly gone. There's 1 minute and 6 left here in this 1st quarter. They have nearly gone 5 quarters now without giving up a point.
Yeah. In fact, they've gone almost nearly 9 quarters without giving up a point, shutting out their first 2 games.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the 1st game, them shutting them down too. So, yeah, they haven't given up any points yet this season.
Yeah, none.
So this is big here. The Chieftains need to see what they're made of too and see what Romeo's made of if they can get down and get into that end zone.
So big 3rd down upcoming for the Chieftains here in the 1st quarter. They look to get back in this one. They're down 21-0 to the Romeo Bulldogs. See if they can get something going here, whether it be Gwilly or through the air.
Be nice to try to get a screen pass here to Gwilly if they can. You don't want to be too predictable in running the ball each time, but
And they'll look to pass, and it just slips right out of his hands. He'll fall on it. Chieftains keep the ball, but 4th down upcoming. And there's another tough play. You try to throw the ball, just slips right out of the quarterback, Guglielmetti's hand.
I'm not 100% sure, though, if it slipped or if the Romeo Bulldog got a piece of it. We're going to take a look right here. You could be right, though, Adam.
Yeah, just,
Yes, it did.
just fell right out.
I thought maybe number 44 got his hand in there, but he didn't.
Yeah, well, they did get in there quick,
Yeah.
so it was tough to tell. He really didn't have much time, so you see he tried to get rid of it quickly, but a little too quick for himself. And
you got to kind of wonder. I know the rain has stopped hours ago, but maybe the field is a little bit wet. They had some moisture on the ball.
So 4th and 10, the Chieftains will punt. A high snap, gets it down though, almost blocked, but decent punt. Bounce down past the 50 into the Chieftains territory.
So Romeo's going to go here 9 quarters without giving up a point so far in this young season.
Yeah, incredible. And as we see, as good as the offense is, the defense might even be better.
Well, here's where the Chieftains, defensively, they need to get a stop. A couple big positive things happened in that offense. Willie was able to start moving the football for them. This is where defensively they need to stand tall here and try to get a big stop on this series and put Romeo back.
So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs here from the 48-yard line. Likely the last play in the first quarter. Handoff, a little bit of room. And keeps moving those feet. A nice pickup of about 6 yards there. And that's John Messing, I believe, on the carry. And that'll do it for the first quarter. Bulldogs lead the Chieftains 21-0. We'll be back for the second quarter coming up.
15 years and Esplendito Mexican Restaurants is still known for its great tasting, quality food. Their secret? Combining the classic taste of Jimmy's Pizza and the well-loved menu from the original Pancho's restaurant. There's daily food and drink specials and weekday happy hours. Also, stop in for Taco Tuesday or on Sunday when kids eat free. Dine in or carry out. That's Esplendito Mexican Cuisine off Mound Road in Shelby Township. Call 586-739-1070.
So welcome back for the second quarter here. Bulldogs lead this one 21-0 over the Chieftains. It's been all Bulldogs offense so far, and Bulldogs defense. Really, it's been all Bulldogs. But Bulldogs have moved the ball well. 2 touchdowns so far, passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown, and of course a big punt return towards the end of that first quarter.
Chieftain just can't buy a break here. This is where defensively, like I said, they need to get a stop here. Stop them in the series and don't let them get another first down.
2nd down and 3 for the Bulldogs from the 45-yard line, protecting that 21-0 lead. They'll hand it off. Quarterback got a little bit in the way of the running back there, but it appears it'll be a first down. Humberto Flores, yeah. Humberto, that's a nice name.
Humberto and Hurley running into each other. Kind of a broken play. Chieftains were right there to get a stop.
So Bulldogs still having no problem moving the ball. We'll see if the Chieftain defense has an answer this drive. Bulldogs have the ball at the 41-yard line. Bulldogs look to pass as a receiver on the outside. It's complete. The first down and more. And he'll get down to about the 17-yard line there. It looks like something happened, maybe a knee injury.
Your coverage has to be better than that. You need these Chieftains. There's the replay right here. Gets the pass. I'm not sure where the injury happened.
Look,
He looks like he twisted that knee as it got caught in the turf. That's not good at all.
John Haubeck there on the reception, and we'll hope that he's all right as he's getting attended to there.
Maybe the knee got jammed a little bit. Hopefully that's what happened instead of the alternative. But that did not look good at all. We hate to speculate.
Yeah, it got caught in the turf a little bit there, and he got taken down from the side, and you see the he bent a little bit there. Check one more time.
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all. But the Chieftains defense, Adam, they have to be as he's getting up. See if he can walk on it.
That's good to at least see him be able to get off the.
They got him up off the field. The Chieftains defense, the corners they got to play tighter than what they are at this moment. Again, we wish Joe Hobuck the best, as that injury did not look good at all on that play.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from the 27-yard line after a nice pickup on that last play. They'll hand it off to the outside. That's Tanner on the carry. Pickup of about 4 yards on that one.
Tanner again moving the football for the Romeo Bulldogs. Play right there. Gets the handoff, pushes it right forward. Tanner's their wide receiver as well. So, and they also have their own running back, which is Lucas Shimon. But that's how dangerous they can be. They can put it to the air, and they have 2 guys that can run the football.
A lot of those jet sweeps to the wide receiver, and you see Tanner's been successful. He's had 3 good runs off him so far, one of them leading to a touchdown for the Bulldogs. 2nd and 7 upcoming from the 24, 10:28 left in the first half. Bulldogs are leading 21-0.
Chieftains just cannot seem to stop the bleeding here.
And he'll hand it off. Nowhere to go, though. Great takedown. Good stop by the Chieftain defense there.
Well, there's a positive for the Chieftains as number 25, Willie, takes him down, and he looks focused. There's the play right there. Defensively, they can't even stop him get him out of the way. 3 and 9. This is a big stop right here, Adam. They need to get something positive for themselves.
Yeah, Mike, and Romeo might be in 4-down territory too, as we've seen so far from them, that they're going to be very aggressive. So you might have to stop them twice here. But anyways, 3rd and 9 for the Bulldogs from the 26, 21-0 lead for them. They'll look to
back,
pass.
he's pressured.
Nowhere really to go, though. He'll still throw it. What a throw, and that's a 1st down for the Bulldogs. Just unbelievable. And Ryan Medley on the reception to pick up that 1st down for Romeo.
You got to hand it to Hurley. Had that pressure on him, was about to be taken down. Let's take a look at this, rolls out. Here comes the Chieftains, number 88. They sandwich him.
Wow.
Nearly taken down, but he's not, and they get the 1st down. Just things not going the Chieftains' way.
I mean, for you to have a guy pulling you down there and still make a throw like that, that was pretty impressive by Hurley. 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line, 9:06 left in this first half. Bulldogs have been really good in the red zone so far. There's that jet sweep to Tanner. He's got some room. Looks like he'll have it. He does. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Wow.
And 27-0, they take the lead.
What can you say?
That's the 2nd time they scored. I mean, we've seen that jet sweep a lot tonight. Tanner coming around the edge there, and it's the 2nd time he scored off of it. It's just Chieftains cannot stop it.
Romeo is just having their way with them right now. They have not given up a point in 9 quarters. And Romeo Bulldogs look like a team that is destined for big-time success this season, Adam.
Extra point up and good. Bulldogs lead this one 28-0, 8:49 left in the first half. So far, Bulldogs cannot be stopped.
So far, the Chieftains, they get them to that 3rd down. And defensively, it's Tanner right there. He's pushing his way through, backs his way in, gets the touchdown. But so far, the Chieftains are able to get them down to that 3rd down. They cannot seem to put the nail in the coffin on the series to be able to get the ball back without giving up points. And you see there, Hurley, everything going good for them as he's able to make that pass, almost being taken down for a sack. And when those type of things are happening, all the ball's bouncing their way, it's hard to try to overcome something like that.
And you see there on the defense, decent penetration on that right side. They pushed the line back, but didn't matter. Just got to the outside so quickly, they just couldn't get him.
Well, like they say,
the end zone.
When it rains, it pours. And right now, Romeo's pouring it on. And the Chieftains have had no answers. Offensively, you got to kind of be encouraged because they were able to move the football. It's just defensively they're not able to get things locked down for themselves, especially under defenders, especially their corners. And that's where they're going to have to try to scheme up something. With 8:49 here, you need to try to get some type of points. Field goal, touchdown, before you go into that half.
Slater Lutz with the return there, down to about the 32, well, excuse me, the 28-yard line.
A little bit of frustration pouring in there for Slater. Lutz. A lot of juniors on this Utica football team, and that's what Coach Tony Smith was emphasizing earlier, talking to us before the game, especially the defensive core. So let's see if the Chieftains can move the football here with Gwilly and Guglielmenti.
Let's see if they try to move it a little bit more through the air here. Toss to Gwilly on first down, though, and just nowhere to go. We've never really seen Gwilly get shut down like this, and it's still only the first half, but Gwilly nowhere to really run so far tonight.
Well, shovels it right to Gwilly. Gwilly has no place to go whatsoever. I mean, Romeo, white jerseys all over him and taking him down for a loss of 4. So, and like you said, Adam, we've never seen Gwilly get shut down like this. And so far, Romeo is.
2nd and 14 for the Chieftains. They'll look to pass, screen pass to the outside. A little bit of room to move and pick up about 6-7 yards there, and that's Slater Lutz on the reception, but a flag thrown. Not sure what was said.
I think that might be on
Romeo.
Romeo. It could be. They're jaw-jacking at the officials as well. Let's take a look at it. Nice fake handoff to Gwilly.
Yeah, he
caught
sold
everybody's
it there.
eye. He sold it, and then Lutz gets that screen pass. And I like what I seen on that play. I'd like to see a little bit more of that, and it is on the Chieftains. So a little bit of success and then pushed right back. And those are the things you cannot have happen. So now it's a 3rd down and 14 on the 27.
Not sure what happened there. It looked like maybe maybe some jaw jacking going on.
I think
Slater Lutz got up.
unsportsmanlike they
Maybe.
called.
Yeah. So either way, Chieftains moving back, and yeah, you see there.
We've seen in game 1, Guglielmenti was able to go in the air a couple of times and overthrow his receivers a little bit. It'd be nice if they could connect on a big pass here.
And Patrick O'Connor at quarterback for the Chieftains. 2nd and 20 for them. Looking to pass to the outside. Nice little catch there, and nice little pickup, and
big hit.
hard hit
and
there,
a penalty
and
on
a
the
flag
play.
there. And they're just, I mean, they're leading with
They
helmets
are.
there. You can't tackle like that, Mike.
Nope, you can't. And Romeo has done that a couple of times, and I'm surprised that they haven't called it. Finally, they do. And I'm not sure here if we're going to see a permanent change at quarterback. It looks like we are. We've seen O'Connor warming up earlier. Here's that play. O'Connor gets the pass over.
And that's Jason Groman on the reception, and just leading in there, hitting in the head. You
And we
can't
know
do that.
We know what the senior Groman could do. We've seen him in the past, and it looks like O'Connor is going to be staying in at quarterback.
Yeah, and that flag there is going to give the Chieftains a 1st down, and we're going to see what Patrick O'Connor can do here at the quarterback position.
Sometimes, even at the high school level, you got to remember, Guglielmenti is a junior. He's got a lot of potential. But Patrick O'Connor's also a junior as well, but let's see. Maybe the offense is a little bit more comfortable with him.
Pass there, nice pass and nice reception by Jason Groman. And now we're seeing a little bit of the Chieftain passing game.
See what they can do with the change of quarterback. Suddenly O'Connor has come in and has changed a little bit of the aspect of this game.
Hey, 2 completions right away.
We've seen him earlier warming up, but I didn't want to speculate on it because Tony Smith Coach Tony Smith has been pretty comfortable with Guglielmenti. So
handoff to O'Connor keeps it for himself, picks up the 1st down and more. A nice little play action there, and O'Connor making a name for himself here in his first few plays.
Yep, able to come out, throwing a couple screen passes, and then that time keeping the ball with a little fake handoff, and moving the chains. So O'Connor coming in and demanding some leadership here, making Romeo have to think twice. Up 28-0. See if the Chieftains can get something rolling here. They need to try to get into that end zone before halftime.
6:30 left in the half. 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. Chieftains down 28-0. Screen pass to the outside. Slater Lutz on the reception.
Nice.
And a nice little pickup there. Chieftains are starting to move the ball a little bit.
I like what he did there, Lutz, on that. As soon as he caught it, he was able to shuffle his feet, beat his defender, able to get up there for another 5. Let's take a look at this replay. O'Connor gets the snap, gets it over to Lutz. Lara, there's the shuffle right there, and then pushes his way through for a couple more. So the Chieftains, and we got a timeout, I believe. Yep, Coach Tony Smith calling the timeout. You can't take them over to the next half, so you might as well use them.
He used all of them, so.
5:56 here to go. Coach Tony Smith just hoping, try to get down to the end zone, get his team some points here. And Patrick O'Connor, Adam, has come out and has demanded some leadership out there for his team. He's moving the football, moving the chains. Little different dynamic. He's able to run the ball, and Guglielmente, we haven't seen him run the ball. It looked like he was a little stymied out there in this game tonight.
Yeah, O'Connor looking good so far. Obviously, he's going to get a chance here at the end of this first half, and we'll see what happens after halftime. But Chieftains looking to get on the board for the first time, and of course, as we talked about, no team has got on the board so far against the Bulldogs, and we're in game 3 here. But Chieftains finally moving the ball, haven't had success on offense yet, but put something, do as much as you can here. Try to put something on the board and get a little momentum swinging your way before the half. Yeah, and we are corrected. There was a Romeo timeout there, so Chieftains still do have one before the half. O'Connor there reaching out for as many yards as he can. He keeps it for himself.
Well, I like what they're doing with this type of offense, because everybody's so focused on Gwilly that every time they snap the ball, they think he's getting it. And right there, another fake handoff, and he sells it well. Patrick O'Connor was able to move it up, and I believe he got a yard on the play.
Yeah, he at least made a little bit out of nothing. So 3rd and 5 now for the Chieftains at the 38-yard line. 5:23 left in this first half. O'Connor will keep it for himself. Got a couple lead blockers, but nowhere really to go, and he'll be a little bit short of that first down marker. See what the Chieftains decide to do on 4th and short.
Well, a lot of positives came out of that drive, but unfortunately not able to get that first down. And you kind of wonder if Coach Tony Smith is going to say, you know what, let's try to go for it here and try to get some points, and it looks like they're going to, Adam.
Yeah, at this point, I think you have to, you're at least within the 40, down 28-0, trying to get some momentum in your way. Got to go for it here and see what your offense can do.
Let's see what this offensive line can do. Little play action, maybe a screen pass, or possibly to Gwilly.
4th and 3. They'll toss it to the outside on the screen. He'll get, just nowhere to go there. And Slater Lutz just can't quite pick up that first down. And turnover on down for the Chieftains. Bulldogs take over.
And that's a play that Gwilly busted right up the gut, sold the handoff, the fake handoff. Let's take a look right here. And you kind of wish that Gwilly would have had the ball, because they would have been a first down.
And you had a couple receivers up the field there. You see, not sure who it was, a little bit out of the screen there, but waving his arm. And maybe should have took a shot a little bit up the field closer to that first down marker. That's a tough one to pick up there when you throw it short of the marker on 4th down. But either way, a much better showing on offense there for the Chieftains that drive.
Yeah, you got to hand it to O'Connor. He came in and he was able to change things up. Got to like what you saw on the side of the Utica Chieftains offensively. But still, Romeo has yet to give up any points in 9 quarters of football this season.
And handoff up the middle, a nice pickup of about 4 there for the Bulldogs.
Number 3, the ball carrier,
Let's replay Hurley.
Shimon on the carry there.
Gets about 6 on the play. Romeo Bulldog fans classmates louder than the Chieftains fans at their own stadium.
Yeah, they're getting rowdy over there.
You can't blame them. They're up 28-0.
2nd and 4 from the 42. Handoff. Oh, the quarterback will keep it, get close to that first down marker. He has a first down and more, down to about the 49-yard line.
It just seems like whatever the Chieftains try to do, they just can't seem to get those stops. And Romeo just keeps moving the football down the field.
Yeah, slowly moving. The offense has been going all night for the Bulldogs, and Chieftains still really no answer so far, but see if they can slow them down a little bit here before halftime. So 3:44 left in this first half. Bulldogs lead at 28-0. Romeo has it at midfield, looking to score again. Receiver in motion, quarterback keeps it himself, has some room, gets to the outside, he has the first down and more, finally taken down at the Chieftains' 39-yard line.
It just seems like whatever the Chieftains try to do defensively, they don't have the answers for the Romeo Bulldogs. Got to give a lot of credit to the Bulldogs. They just have so many weapons that they can burn you with.
Yeah, I mean, so far we've seen, Lucas Shimon, Mitch Heimbach catching touchdowns. Tanner's got him for 2 touchdowns. Actually 3 with the punt return, so big night for him. And Hurley, the quarterback, he's been good all night so far. 1st and 10 from the 39 for the Bulldogs. Running a little bit of clock here, 3:17 left in the first half as they protect that big lead. They'll look to throw, nice little check down there. Brad Tanner on the reception, pickup of about 3 yards.
Tanner's having a big game for the Romeo Bulldogs once again. He did last week as well. I just want to say too, it's called a shot of the Romeo. It's called a dog pound. And I'm glad I'm not these kids' parents, because what the heck are they thinking? No shirts on. And it's got to be like 55 degrees. There they are right there.
That's half the fun.
Oh, come on. And tomorrow morning they're going to be sick and wonder why. That's like the
well, right now they're having a lot of fun,
like
though, Mike. That's all that matters.
That's like the NFL fans in Green Bay not wearing a shirt.
2nd and 7 for the Bull. I know, it's crazy. Looking to go deep. Got a receiver off his hands, though. Mitch Heimbach, the big tight end there, can't quite come down with it.
Nice play there by number 2. Jason Groman gets his hand in there. And Heimbach not able to come down with that reception for the Romeo Bulldogs.
Yeah, you see he's upset with himself there. He thought he could have had that one, and he probably could have. We'll see it one more time. Nice long pass there. It was a good throw by Hurley.
But Groman was able to get his hand up in there. He was able to get up there and get his hand in there as well. So you got to give a lot of credit to Groman defensively. That's where it starts. Those are the little things. If they can continue to keep capitalizing that and stay pretty tight on their defenders, the Chieftains can try to get something going here for the defensive side of the ball. They got to get a stop here, 3 and 7. And a fumble on the Chieftains.
It's still rolling around.
Romeo has it.
Well, it appears Romeo does have that one.
Possibly. No. I think Slater Lutz has it. Let's take a look at this replay.
Yeah, just dropped it right off the handoff there, bouncing around, and Romeo will come up with it.
Romeo's got it. Slater came up with it, but it's Romeo's ball, but it's going to be 4th and 15 on the 44. But you know what? I'm not going to count Romeo out because he's seen them out, and they still end up coming up with something to get a first down. And
yeah,
that's just been the way this game has gone.
So 4th and long from the 44, 1:35 left in this first half. Romeo, whoa, nice little punt there. Takes a Romeo friendly bounce and down right at the 1-yard line.
Jeez.
So Chieftains are pinned as the offense comes out to take over with 1:24 left before half.
Sometimes it's hard to say. Then you got to give credit to the other team because they just seem legit. They're that good, and they're going to go nearly 10 quarters. They're going to go 10 quarters possibly here, unless the Chieftains march on the field here and get some points, which you would love to see happen because you don't want to go in the locker room with a donut. Down 28-0.
Move under your mind. Nobody's there.
I know. I knew.
Yeah, no one's on.
So Chieftains pinned here. They look to get out from their own end zone.
Timeout by Romeo. I believe so.
They're probably saying, hey, let's get this ball back here before half and score again. I mean, they are aggressive. They're relentless. And, geez, just such a good showing from Romeo so far here tonight, Mike.
And again, there's been big expectations for the Chieftains to possibly make the playoffs this year. Just tonight is just nothing's going their way whatsoever. And that's where you have to try to overcome all the obstacles and try to get something going positive for yourself. Get things rolling. And here it would be nice if they could just try to get some points here before the half is over. And there's your positive going into the half, but they just have not been able to get anything going whatsoever against this Romeo team. And Romeo, we can see why, has not given up any points whatsoever in this season.
So Chieftains in a tough spot here, pinned back on their own 1 yard line. They're down 28-0. 1:24 left in this half. See if they can at least create some space for themselves here. A nice quarterback sneak to get themselves a couple feet away from that end zone. Maybe now on the 2 yard line.
A couple big things in the second half. You're gonna have to see is Romeo still could take really like they have. We'll see.
So last minute here in the first half, 2nd and 9 for the Chieftains. They're trying to get away from their own end zone here and try to avoid any bad things, I guess, going wrong. A fumble, turnover, or safety here.
It looks like the Chieftains are just looking to possibly run the clock out here, though, Adam.
I mean, that's all you can do. When you're pinned on your own 1, you just got to be as safe as you can.
28 seconds to go in this game. 2nd and 9 on the 2 yard line in their own territory. I'm not sure what's going on. There's a scrum on the field, but looks like a penalty on Romeo, but no flags were thrown. No, mistake corrected. The way the referee was waving, it looked like he was about to call something, but he didn't. But there is a timeout for the Utica Chieftains with 28 seconds left. I think your safe bet, obviously, is give it to Gwilly, and if he's able to bust out, he's able to bust out, but you don't want to try to throw the ball. You don't want to give a pick 6.
Mike, it appears that I think Romeo called that last time out.
Oh, did
so they're trying to still create some pressure here on the Chieftains as they're pinned in front of their own end zone.
What's with your alma mater here?
Oh, they're getting crazy. They're trying to get behind their team.
Well, they need to get louder. I mean, the Romeo Bulldog fans have been louder than them.
They're getting there. That's pretty loud.
Tell your alma mater, sneak out the window here.
All right, I'll go talk to them at halftime. We'll go rile them up.
Here we go, 28 seconds. Your safe bet, like I said, is possibly to go to Gwilly.
Yeah, just try to get out of that end zone safely here. Get away from your own end zone.
You might give up a safety.
Yeah, quarterback sneak there. Just lay down and.
That's going to do it. Romeo, I believe, is out of timeouts. Yep. Utica's out of timeout, so you might as well let the clock run out. But now Romeo's gone 10 quarters without giving up a point in this season, in this 2015 season. And I'll tell you what, they look legit and they seem legit. If I was the rest of the MAC football conference, I think I'd be a little scared about the Romeo Bulldogs. This is going to be a tough to try to come back in this game. They're down 28-0. Whatever the Chieftains have done has not gone well at all. It's going to be tough to try to come back in this game, but you got to try to, dwell off the negatives and look at the positives. They're able to start running the ball a little bit. O'Connor looked pretty good coming into this game, so hopefully they can carry that over into the second half and try to get things rolling for themselves offensively. Yeah,
absolutely, Mike. So 28-0. Chieftains are trailing. Bulldogs have been great so far. So Chieftains playing a little bit better before that they went into the half, so we'll see what they can do in that second half. So second half coming up next. We'll be back.
Still known for its great tasting, quality food. Their secret? Combining the classic taste of Jimmy's Pizza and the well-loved menu from the original Pancho's restaurant. There's daily food and drink specials and weekday happy hours. Also, stop in for Taco Tuesday or on Sunday when kids eat free. Dine in or carry out. That's Esplendido Mexican Cuisine off Mound Road in Shelby Township. Call 586-739-1070.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore, and frustration a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy and giving up impossible. I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought and unconventional methods common. I'm a teacher. I make more.
And they trade him and they cut him. It's like, I don't understand Chip Kelly's deal. Unless they bring him back at a cheaper rate.
They're not even on yet.
Welcome back for the second half of football here at Barney Schweinhart Field. I'm Adam Zellick with Mike Ventimiglio. Romeo up 28-0 so far on the Chieftains. It's been all Romeo. Mike, Chieftains got to get something going here in the second half, and they got to do it quick.
Well, Willie Cumino has been contained by Romeo. He's been the big story for the Chieftains all season long. I mean, he's had two big games, especially last week and the week before in week one. But so far, Romeo has contained him, and Willie has not been able to break out for anything. The positive side for the Chieftains offensively is that O'Connor has been able to come in and shake things up for them, is able to get things rolling for them with a couple screen passes, with the fake handoffs to Gwilly. Defensively, though, has been their biggest problem in their Achilles heel in this game and giving up 28 points. Romeo has just had their way with them. The Chieftains just cannot seem to have any answers whatsoever for the Romeo Bulldogs. And so far, Romeo has gone 10 quarters of football without giving up one single point. That has to change quickly. The Chieftains need to get something going here quickly and early.
Absolutely, Mike, and we'll keep an eye on that quarterback situation. Now let's go to Nick Buckler down on the sidelines. Nick?
Guys, talking with the Chieftains coaching staff during the game, they're stressing to their defense, keep Romeo to the inside. When they get to the outside, it's been bad news so far. And Romeo's offense is very high-powered, as we know. It's ranked first in the MAC White, and through 2.5 games of play, they've outscored their opponents 103-0, so that's pretty impressive. And as far as Utica's offense, Willie has had nothing to run through today, and they need to mix it up. Maybe some trick plays coming up. Willie was taking snaps in warm-up, so maybe he'll start throwing the ball down the field. Guys, back up to you.
Well, great work, Nick. We were talking to Coach Tony earlier in the game, or before the game, and he was saying that they were possibly looking to do more of that with Gwilly throwing the football. It's called the Wildcat, and they've been practicing it a lot all week long, and also in the preseason. So it'll be interesting to see if they go to that. You kind of don't want to see that happen because he's their best weapon and their best option. Why eliminate that? But we did also see that last season as well in a couple games. They ran that Wildcat, and he was very successful on moving the football.
Yeah, we saw it a little bit at the end of last season. Last week he had a 55-yard throw completion, Gwilly did. So it worked a little bit for him last week. So, if it at this point you got to try anything. You're down 28-0. Offense really hasn't been going. So I do imagine we might see a little bit of the Gwilly Wildcat later on tonight. But as Nick said, outside is where the Chieftains got beat a lot of runs to the outside, those screens to the outside, keep things in the middle. If they can do that, they might have a little bit more of a chance here in this second half.
Offensively, you just want to get things rolling for yourself, and defensively, you want to stop Romeo on a couple on series here, get some positives out of this game. You're down 28-0, but the positive thing also is it's only the third game of the season. It's a young season yet, where the Chieftains need to just pull themselves together here to see what they can do. It's the whole second half here to go yet.
So second half now underway here at Barney Swinehart. Low grounding kick. Returned by Romeo to the 30 to the 35. A little space up the middle. Taken down on the Chieftain side of the 50. And Romeo's offense will come out for the first time in the second half and take over at about the 49-yard line.
Again, it just seems like the Chieftains have them pushed back. They have them held down. And Romeo just able to create something out of nothing, especially on that one with a type of a squib kick. And Romeo just able to create something out of nothing. Yeah,
good field position to start this one already for Romeo, and a good return there. And we saw a great return earlier, the punt return for Romeo. Tanner there on the return, and a huge one earlier. He's got 3 touchdowns tonight for the Bulldogs. He's a big part of this offense. He's got 2 on the jet sweep, basically, and 1 on the punt return. And here's the handoff on the first play for the offense of the Bulldogs, about 1 yard on that carry. So second and 9 upcoming for the Bulldogs.
Replay right there, Chieftains quickly taking him down.
Yeah, 2 Chieftains there, not letting him go anywhere on that carry. And we'll see if the Chieftain defense can make a little bit more impact this second half. Romeo has it at the 48. Fumble! Chieftains might have it, and they do. And there you go. And a nice turnover there. Chieftains will get the ball early in this second half.
That's a big positive that you were looking for to have happen. You got to start feeling good about yourselves. And here the Chieftains need to capitalize, and O'Connor is going to come back in. Let's take a look at this replay. Quickly fumbled it. Never had really a grasp of that ball. Was number 21 of the Brad Tanner of the Romeo Bulldogs. And now the Chieftains are going to get it back. And Patrick O'Connor coming out again at quarterback in relief for Guglielmenti. So let's see if he can continue off where he left.
First and 10 for the Chieftains. Gwilly on the run, taken down quickly. A little bit past the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
And again, that's been the case. That's been the story all game long, as they've just been able to contain Gwilly. Jason Couch, head coach of the Romeo Bulldogs, stressed that they wanted to contain him all night long, and they were positive they could contain him, unlike a lot of other teams.
Yeah, and they're doing it. I mean, any game or any team coming into a game against Utica, you're going to say, hey, we got to stop Gwilly. And so far, Romeo has been just about the only team we've seen be successful in the last couple of years. Second and 10 for the Chieftains. They have it at the 46-yard line, looking to throw. He's got a receiver.
Caught.
Gets flipped, but catches it. Great catch there by Jason Groman, the
what
senior.
A catch. And now we're seeing exactly what Patrick O'Connor can do at him, and he can air the ball out.
Yeah, some good throws so far, and kind of hitting his guys, kind of that slant up the middle, and a nice pass there. It was a little slow. He could have got rifled in there a little bit quicker, but either way, Jason Groman comes up with it,
but
regardless of the contact.
Some big things happening here offensively. They're moving the chains, and that's the positive part.
First and 10 for the Chieftains from the 37-yard line. 9:58 left in the third quarter. Hand up. No, the play action pass out. He's got it down the middle. Groman's got some room, runs into his own guy, though. And he's obviously a little upset with his teammate there. Well, hey, get out of my way. But great play there for the Chieftains. And Groman's pumped.
Yeah, he's pumped, and he's looking to try to pump this team up completely. But that's just one of those things that his teammates coming across to try to help out. Let's take a look at this replay. Nice play action. Fake handoff to Gwilly. Gets it to Groman. Just one of those things that your teammates coming through to try to help block for you. And he's a little frustrated, but that's
Yeah, he's
okay.
getting pumped still at the same time. Handoff to Gwilly, a couple yards there. Chieftain offense finally moving this ball a little bit here, and they're threatening to score.
But now the big thing is happening here is that O'Connor is opening things up, especially the playbook. Coach Tony's giving them the leverage to throw the football, and sooner or later, that's going to open up some space for Gwilly.
Yeah, absolutely. If you can threaten to pass the ball, I mean, they're watching Gwilly. They're keying in on him. Throw the ball a little bit, and you can really change this offense. And you see Chieftains spreading it out a little bit more here. There's the play action to Gwilly. Screen pass there to
too high.
Yeah, Slater Lutz there just can't quite come up with it.
A little too high, so that's going to be 3rd and 9 on the 23. Let's take a look at that replay. Fakes the handoff to Gwilly again, and yeah, you're exactly right. They're just keeping an eye on him. Just one of those passes with Lutz that he just couldn't get up and get control of it in time.
Yeah, you got to make those a little softer there on the outside. Just rifle a little too high. It's a little too hard there when you're not too far away. So 3rd and 9 at the 23, 8:59 left in the 3rd quarter. Chieftains trying to get on the board. O'Connor on the screen. Got a receiver to the outside. That's Groman. Gets down to the 10. And that's a 1st down for the Chieftains.
Roman showing his strength at wide receiver as he's still continuously getting that team pump. Nice little pass over to Groman. And able to move the ball up and get a 1st down and then some with 8:50 to go here. And the Chieftains looking to try to quickly move this offense to get some points.
Chieftains threatening. They have the ball at the 11-yard line, 1st and 10. They're down 28, but could put some points on the board here. Handoff to Gwilly, nowhere to go. Taken down at the 12-yard line, loss of 2.
I'm just really surprised Gwilly has not been able to break out like we've seen him accustomed to.
Yeah, this Romeo front here has just been too good tonight.
And that's been the bread and butter for the Chieftains, but now seeing O'Connor out there, he's changed the whole aspect of this game.
Yeah, you've had some success through the air, so Mines will try to stick with it. Chieftains spreading it out. They got 4 wide here. Nice quick pass there to Lutz. Just can't quite come up with it as the pass was in the ground. So tough decision here for the Chieftains as to what they're going to want to do.
It's going to be a 3 and 11 on the 12-yard line. They're in field goal distance, but you want to try to get that 1st down. You need to get 7. You need to get 6 and get into that end zone.
So 3rd and 11, as you say, Mike. This is a big play here. You want to put some points on the board. You want the touchdown. I don't know if you even take the 3 points at this point, but
no, they've worked too hard. They need to get it down into that end zone, get those points.
But either way, any points, it would be the first time Romeo's given up any all year if the Chieftains do indeed score. Big 3rd down here at the 12-yard line. Chieftains looking to pass, toss it up to the end of the end zone. Almost picked off. 4th down now for the Chieftains.
Way too high. Looks like they're going to go for the field goal here. Up 4 and 11. And if they get this will be. Take a look at this replay. Rolls back. It's a little too high. He's looking for Groman again. He probably could have had him if it would have been a little lower at the pass, but he went a little too high.
It looks like they weren't quite on the same page there. Groman kind of like stopped in the beginning of the end zone, and he kind of lobbed it up a little bit more like he was going for the back of the end zone.
Let's see if they can get this field goal here.
Field goal up. And it's good. Chieftains put 3 on the board, 28-3 now. And, well, the first team to score on the Bulldogs all season. It took 3 games, and it took them into the 2nd half.
Well, you wanted to get those 6. And obviously that didn't happen.
And Veronica Kramer there with a nice field goal to put the Chieftains on the board.
Great job by Veronica. Remember week 1, she had that big tackle and that punt return.
Yeah.
That pumped the team up big time.
That was a nice hit. The last one back to save the touchdown and just took him right out right at the midfield about the 50 there. Still, that was a great hit.
So Chieftains now 28-3, Adam, with 7:41 to go here. They finally put some points on the Romeo Bulldogs, who went 10 quarters without giving up any points this season. Chieftains defense looked very good. They caused that turnover in that last series, and offensively they looked very good. Finally able to get things rolling for themselves. So we'll see what happens here. If defensively they can get another stop, they can try to come march down the field and get some more points. Defense needs to stand tall here.
Yeah, Mike, and the offense is finally showing signs of life. We'll see if they can keep that up. Here's the kick. Bulldogs on the return from the 20-yard line. Some decent blocks. Looks to have some room there. Gets down to about the 41. A nice return there for Romeo. Now, of course, Brad Tanner on the return. We've seen a lot of him tonight. Already has a punt return for a touchdown, 2 rushing touchdowns for the Bulldogs so far.
Paul Hurley has just commanded this team, and just seeing things that he's doing where they're broken plays and they're still getting yards.
Yeah, he's been very good tonight. Remember that he's getting taken down and throws for a first down earlier. Here's the handoff to Tanner on the outside. Pickup of about 3 on that play.
Defense has got to be in the lockdown mode. They need to just try to lock down all avenues for Tanner to even try to run the ball. Clamp down on Hurley, get up there with the blitz.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of Lucas Shimon, the starting running back, big player for Romeo so far tonight. We'll see if he makes a difference here in this second half. 2nd and 8 for the Bulldogs from the 43-yard line. Looking to pass. Nobody really open. He'll take a chance down the field, though. Hits a receiver down to the 40-yard line. He'll be taken out of bounds. A nice pass there as the Bulldogs move the chains.
And a first down.
Hurley again there. You see, just very patient, waits.
There's
nobody was open, but finally, just because he waits long enough, a guy gets open there on the sideline. A great pass between 2 fenders.
The Chieftains just not able to get anybody defensively up there.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from the 40-yard line. 7-11 left in the 3rd quarter. 28-3 Bulldogs. Hurley looking to throw. Got a receiver. Nice little pass down the middle. Completion down to the 33-yard line. Bulldogs move it close to that first down marker. And a nice quick pass there, Mike. I mean, easy way to move the ball. Little curl there, basically, and Hurley hits him right in the hands. Move the ball.
Again, nothing that the Chieftains have been able to. There's the snap. Hurley
just nice
quickly.
quick pass.
And nothing the Chieftains can seem to do anything about. Romeo just having their way with them offensively.
Bulldogs from the 33. Hurley looking to pass. Will go to the screen pass to the outside. First down and more. Gets down right around out of bounds there. And Joshua Bilski with the reception on the sideline there.
And Romeo threatening to score here again.
Yeah, this dangerous offense moving the ball really well here. And Chieftains got to put a stop to this.
Chieftains having success seem to have angered the Romeo Bulldogs as they've just moved this ball right down the field without any hesitation or any will at all from the Utica Chieftains.
Yeah, well, they'll see if they can counter that field goal with a touchdown here and I believe a false start there on the slot receiver for the Bulldogs. Number 13, Bilski, who just had the reception on the last play. And yep, they'll call it on him. Took a little step there in the slot. Couldn't quite wait for that play to start.
So the Chieftains, take a look at this replay.
Yep,
there
he is right there at the bottom right of your screen. Bilski there, just a little movement.
Good call by the officials. 5:56 to go here in this 3rd quarter as time keeps clicking away here for the Romeo Bulldogs, up 28-3.
Yeah, 1st and 15 from the 33, 5:45 left in the 3rd quarter. Bulldogs going deep. Interception
nice
by the Chieftains. That's
Groman.
Groman. Nowhere to go after that, but still great play and taken down at about the 17-yard line. We'll see that Chieftain offense again. Now the Chieftains getting something going. They got a field goal last drive. Let's see what Patrick O'Connor and that Chieftain offense can do now.
And you said it best that last series for the Chieftains offensively. Groman is just playing like a man possessed. He's pumped. And they can look right here, just gets in the way and says, nope, not anymore for big number 21, Brad Tanner. Groman takes it away from him, moves it up the field a little bit. And the Chieftains are back in business here offensively.
And you got to love what you've seen out of this senior Groman. I mean, not only offensively, not making a big play defensively, his heart is fully in this game. He's doing everything he can to get his team back in this and to compete with the Bulldogs. Chieftains have it at the 17, first down. Patrick O'Connor, interception, that's Heimbach. He'll take it back, pick 6 for the Bulldogs. And that's the big tight end we saw score a touchdown earlier on offense. Now he catches one on defense, and quick turnaround there, turnover, then turnover.
Patrick O'Connor came in, changed the aspect of this game, but there throws a pick 6. And the Romeo Bulldog fans coming into your house. Adam.
Yeah.
And causing a ruckus over there. And there's the pick 6 right here. Nothing. O'Connor tried to get it, I believe, over to Groman. Passed it practically right over to Heimbach. And now it is a 34-3 lead with 5:27 to go here. If this extra point holds up, it will be 35-3.
And the extra point's up. And good. So there it is, Mike. A quick turn of events both ways there. And now Romeo has the lead 35-3. Groman made a great interception. First play out for the Chieftain offense. Heimbach, he plays tight end and linebacker and just comes up with a huge interception there in coverage. And not a very good throw by O'Connor there. He looked good so far in the second half and pretty decent at the end of the first half in relief of Guglielmetti. But big mistake there for him.
Well, he's got an arm, we know that, but he's got to take command of that arm. Bad decision on that part to try to force the pass. If there's nothing there, throw the ball away or take the sack, but most of the time, obviously, throw the ball away. But on that play, he kind of rushed it, had nobody. Heimbach was able to pick it off, run into the end zone. Now the Chieftains are in a big hole, 35-3 with 5:27 to go here. And the only thing that you can do here is obviously you got to play this game out, but you also have to keep pushing forward, try new things. It's week 3. It is what it is. And see what you can do here and try to look on the positives and try not to throw in the negatives. Romeo just a better football team at this point.
Yeah, return there to the 31-yard line. Chieftains offense will come out again. Patrick O'Connor will see if he's back out, see what he can do with the offense now. And Mike, some easier games ahead. Of course, Romeo, a tough opponent coming up. Anchor Bay and Cosno, not so much easy games, but two wins that they got last year. I mean, those were the only two teams that they beat last year was Anchor Bay and Cosno back to back.
Really pushed the ball up. Again, Anchor Bay and Cosno both in the same boat as the Utica Chieftains, trying to build with some newer talent. And there's the handoff to Gwilly. He's able to move it up for about 4.
Yeah, so last year there are only 2 wins, 7-6 over Anchor Bay, 7-3 over Cosno, defensive battles.
Yep.
But so some easier games ahead here. But here we are on 2nd and 6. The pass a little behind his receiver there, but he still comes up with it. And Chieftains will have the first down.
I wasn't sure if the referees were going to rule that it was hit the turf, but it didn't. Nice command there, like Groman, able to come down with that ball and keep it from touching the field.
Yeah, and Groman stepping up his game here in the second half, having a great half so far, and another great catch there by him. Wasn't a good throw so much by O'Connor, but he still got it.
Well, you gotta, again, like I said, you gotta look at the positives moving forward, and these are some of the positives. Seeing O'Connor, seeing Groman stepping things up here. Those are the things you gotta look forward to in the next couple weeks.
Handoff to Gwilly, taken down at the 50, and again, nowhere for him to go, and a flag down there. Not sure what happened after the play, but appears it could be on the Bulldogs.
Little extracurricular activities there in that scrum. Face mask on the Bulldogs. So the Chieftains are going to move the chains even more and get a first down here. No, close to a first down.
Yeah, it's a 5-yard face mask there. So, but that either way, free yards, you'll take it. Yeah, and there it is a little bit. It pulls
Yep.
up on the helmet. Some there. Number 15 there, Austin Melchewski.
Let's see if the Chieftains can capitalize on this. Romeo penalty.
2nd and 4 for the Chieftains at the 45. Looks like we might get a timeout here.
I believe about Romeo. Nope. Officials just trying to square things up here.
All right. So that clock will run again. So 1st and 4 for the Chieftains. Nowhere really to go there on that handoff.
And Gwilly again. Or actually, that was
Yeah,
number
not
22. Number 22 of the Chieftains, Nathan Ayers, with the run. It looks like they took, they might have taken Gwilly out on that play. But he's back in now.
Yeah, give Willie a little bit of a breather there. He's checks back into the game now, though. Quarterback takes it himself. And nowhere for O'Connor to go on that one.
Romeo shoving a little bit. Little fisticuffs happening here. Getting a little scrappy.
So O'Connor's giving it everything he can here. Of course, coming in again for relief of Guglielmetti. He's taken control since the end of that 2nd quarter and now into the 2nd half, doing as much as he can to move his team forward here. Chieftains got the 1st and 4 off a holding penalty on 1st down, or excuse me, a face mask, and now a 3rd and short. See what O'Connor has here, looking to throw the ball. It'll be blown dead though, and a flag thrown down. Might be a false start on the Chieftains.
Well, when you guys have games like this, Adam, and you're down to a big score, to down 35-3, this is where the Chieftains have their chance to. False start on the Chieftains. This is where the Utica Chieftains have an opportunity to start using things that they normally don't do, and start seeing what works and what doesn't work.
Yeah,
as they
absolutely.
move forward in this season. I mean, you're down 35-3. Just see what other things you can do that you haven't done, and see what works and see what's not working. And we see what's working is those little screen passes, the fake handoffs, and O'Connor moving the ball. So those have been the positives offensively to move forward this
3rd
season.
and 8. Groveland on the outside doesn't come up with it. But you're right, Mike. This is your chance now to open up the playbook some, see what you have. Of course, the quarterback, Patrick O'Connor, coming in, see what he can give you as you move forward in the season. I mean, if there's a quarterback controversy here, then you need to figure out who you're moving forward with. As we say, a couple easier games on the schedule. I won't say they're easy, but easier games where you have a chance to win a couple games moving forward. So see what you have.
And it's not just that. It's like I said, this is only week 3. So, I mean, yeah, you're probably going to be in the hole down 1 and 2 in the year, but at the same time, it's such a easier, I mean, not a easier, it's such a early in the year that they can rebound from this without a doubt.
So Chieftains punt. It will be returned, taken down right away, though, at the 21-yard line. And we'll see that dangerous Bulldog offense come back on the field.
And again, like you said, if there's a quarterback controversy, this is where you need to clear things up for yourself and see who is the guy that you're going to go with through the rest of the season. And both Patrick O'Connor and Guglielmetti are both juniors, so. And there's also R.J. Pinto. He's a senior on this squad, but probably not going to see much of him, as O'Connor has come in and has auditioned, I want to say, pretty well so far since coming into this game. I mean, yeah, he threw the pick 6 a little bit ago, but at the same time, he's come in and commanded some leadership out there on that offensive line. 1st
down for the Bulldogs. Handoff and a decent pickup there by Ryan Medley. And yeah, Mike, you're right. He's done a decent job so far. Of course, it's hard to fully tell because you're doing it against such a talented defense, but I'd say he's done okay for himself so far, making a little bit of a case. Here's Medley again on the handoff. Nice blocks there to at least get him open for a few yards.
Romeo just so dangerous, has so many weapons that it's hard to contain each one of them.
2nd and 6 for the Bulldogs. on the 24-yard line. 1:22 left in this third quarter. Handoff there. He's got a little bit of space. The first down and more. Nice pickup on the ground game there for the Bulldogs. And that's Dominic Bongiorno on the carry. What a good name. Dominic Bongiorno.
He's Good Morning and Good Morning is
That's
his last
right.
name. Us Italians have great names. That's the thing.
You know what? I can't argue that one, Mike. First and 10 now for the Bulldogs from the 35-yard line. 50 seconds left of this third quarter. Another handoff. Pickup of a couple yards again. Bongiorno on the carry. So another decent run there for the Bulldogs. They keep moving the ball forward. And you see the big back there just lowers his head and pushes for a few yards. And he's been getting good blocks tonight.
Yes, he has, and he's been moving the ball for that Romeo Bulldog team. Nothing the Chieftains can do about it.
Probably the last play of the quarter here. 2nd and 7 for the Bulldogs.
Flag on the play. Might be a false start on Romeo.
45 of the ball period, but I do see a flag flying, so let's see how that shakes out.
And we see two quarterbacks here for the Chieftains tonight. Bulldogs are seeing what they have. David Snay getting some snaps here for the Bulldogs at quarterback now.
It's on Romeo, so it's going to be pushed back. So 2nd and 12 on the 33 with 2.9 seconds left. Let's take a look. Did he yell Omaha?
Yes, he did. He changed it up. David Snay came in and he's like, let's see what we can do here, guys.
I heard Omaha.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. Chieftains down to the Bulldogs in this one, 35-3. We'll see what the fourth quarter brings coming up next.
Classic taste of Jimmy's Pizza and the well-loved menu from the original Pancho's restaurant. There's daily food and drink specials and weekday happy hours. Also, stop in for Taco Tuesday or on Sunday when kids eat free. Dine in or carry out. That's Esplendido Mexican Cuisine off Mound Road in Shelby Township. Call 586-739-1070.
And we're back for the fourth quarter play here at Barney Swinehart Field. You see the dog pound for the Bulldogs. They're having a great night so far. Look, it's 35-3. Your fans travel well. You see Romeo making a great showing here, not only on the field, but in the stands. And, hey, they deserve it. This is a talented football team, only giving up 3 points through 3 games so far this season, and a great offense so far, and that's what we've seen here in this game for the Bulldogs. Handoff up the middle, uses his blocker, nice and patient, and jumps forward for a few more yards there. Bongiorno on the carry.
Maybe you should do the Tampa Bay Lightning route and not let him in.
Oh, boy.
45 again
that was
for the
great.
Bulldogs. Joey Myers.
Take a look at this great play right here. Hands the ball off to Bongiorno.
Just using your blockers, being as patient as possible. And I can say Bongiorno all night.
Number 78 there for the Romeo Bulldogs. That's Joey Schneider with the block for his teammate Bongiorno.
So 3rd and 7 here for the Bulldogs. Snay looking to pass, got the guy on the screen. Bongiorno with the reception. Doesn't quite get to that first down marker though, so 4th and short upcoming.
A lot of good teams in the MAC conference here. Let's take a look at this.
David Snay's pass.
Snay coming in.
46 out there.
And all of a sudden, it's been like 7 straight plays to Bongiorno. It's a Bongiorno palooza out here, Mike.
As I was going to say, there's a lot of good teams in the MAC conference to watch this year. You got Warren Mott, you have these Romeo Bulldogs. Stevenson looks like they're going to be a powerhouse again. And obviously Ike as well. Ike always is.
Yeah, that's for sure. Getting that extra guy, last guy on the field here. 4th and short. Bulldogs will look to punt it to the Chieftains. Nice, high, deep punt. Take a friendly Bulldog bounce.
It's still rolling.
And get down to about the 13 there. So we've seen good punts. The Bulldogs haven't punted much tonight, but when they have, I mean, they pinned the Chieftains back at their own 1 right before half, and they're another great long punt there. Takes a friendly Bulldog bounce.
They had to wake him up. He was sleeping on the sideline.
Yeah, I
he
guess.
hasn't had been used the whole season or the whole entire game. So
Yeah.
far.
Hey, you got to go play a little bit too. So we'll see that Chieftain offense again. They'll take over at the 13-yard line. 10-18 left in this football game. Chieftains down 35-3 to Romeo.
Defensively, you have to like what you've seen on that last series from the Chieftains. It'd be nice if they can get a couple points here, get into the end zone.
Handoff
Can't
there,
Willie.
nowhere really to go.
Was that Willie? No, it wasn't.
Willie's
Number
out.
22. Got to kind of wonder if Coach Tony is going to keep Willie out the rest of the game now. And that's a possibility. As he's out on the sideline. Down 35-3 with 9:50. Don't want to risk losing your best player.
No, and it's been a surprise that Willie's been shut down as much as he has. I mean, we always talk about how good Willie is, and finally a team really has did what they said in their game plan and stopped Willie. Chieftains look to pass here. Oh, just absolutely laid out there. Slater Lutz on the reception.
And a penalty
Catches the ball
because
and
of
gets taken down.
And a penalty, I believe, on Romeo.
And that was a big hit there. Andrew Smith on the tackle.
And Andrew Smith.
Yeah, personal foul there again. And you know what, Mike?
Getting a
We've
little
seen this
too
a
rough.
decent amount tonight. I mean, you're winning by a decent amount, and you tackle hard. But
Yeah.
there's been a little bit too much leading with the helmet here, and that's a dangerous way to tackle. I mean, we're trying to
that's-
limit this on every level. Watch this hit. Just recklessly leading with your head. That's not how you tackle. You wrap up. You can't be hitting like this, and we've seen this a
No.
lot by the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs have done it all night long. You can count that I've seen on some of these replays 5-6 times. And you're right. You can't have that happen, and the referees are calling it, and they should call it.
Yeah, you have to. So 1st and 10 for the Chieftains. They have the ball at the 30-yard line. 9:12 left in this football game. O'Connor looking to pass. He'll air it out. He's got a receiver. Can he get it? It gets tripped up.
There should have been a flag on that
And
one.
no flags on the play on the deep pass there.
That looked like a little Dallas Cowboy, Detroit Lion last season playoff game. No call. No flag on that.
Well, let's.
I mean, their feet got tangled, but at the same time, there was a lot of pushing and shoving. And that corner is down. Let's take a look at
let's
this
see
replay.
one more
so we
time.
can see it here. I guess after looking at that, it looked like.
I mean, that's hard to tell. You're
Number
both. He was playing the ball, so it's
Zach
debatable.
Stefanko.
And Caden Messner there on the play, one that got tangled up.
Well, it looked like Stefanko actually hit Messner. So I guess the referee, what he saw was both players just got tangled up and no call. Let's take a look at it again.
Yeah,
That's
better
exactly
angle
what
there.
happened.
Well, both guys are playing the ball. I mean, if the defender doesn't have his head up looking for the ball, then it's a lot more easy to call that play. He was playing the ball there, just two guys getting tangled up, so I don't blame the refs for the no call there. And then, of course, Messner, the guy in that one, gets tangled up. He's taken off the field, so Romeo now with 2 injuries here tonight. There's Ayers on the carry, pick up a couple yards there.
Getting back to the leading with your helmet, though, Adam, you kind of like to see maybe, especially at a high school level, that if you get caught doing it more than, let's say, twice, possibly get kicked out of the game.
Yeah,
Because
Mike, I mean, it's tough. I mean, I get it. Your high school kids are still learning, but
You don't want to take
but
away from the aspect
these
of the
guys
game.
are just blatantly leading with their head,
Seems
and
like
that's tough to watch because really, I mean, you
Somebody's
young
gonna get
kids,
hurt.
yeah, you wrap up, learn how to tackle the correct way, and I get it. The big hits are cool, and you like to lay guys out. I get it, but you got to be a little bit more careful. We've seen some dangerous leading with the head here so far tonight. Hopefully, we see a lot less of that moving forward here in this game. 8:23 left in the fourth quarter. Chieftains have it 3rd and 9. They'll air it out again. He's got a receiver, just overthrows him a little bit. Can't quite come up with it. Fourth down for the Chieftains.
I love what I'm seeing from O'Connor though. He's got a good arm. He's able to air it out. The timing's not there. Let's take a look at this replay. Rolls back, waits, finds his man, and number 16 of the Chieftains, Cameron Mitchell, not able to come down with it.
And it wasn't that bad of a throw. I
No,
thought
it
he could
wasn't.
still come up with it, but I mean, still nice play there. You like they're airing it out a little bit more, as you say, and open up that playbook a little more. Take some shots down the field. They've come close a few times here. So 4th down, Chieftains appear to punt. Almost blocked, but gets a decent punt out. Takes a Chieftain friendly bounce, keeps bouncing. P.T. fumbles it. See who comes up with it. It appears the Chieftains do. They will.
Wow.
Chieftains come up with the ball and have good field position.
You got to have that never quit attitude, never die attitude, and the Chieftains do right there.
Hey, there's still 8 minutes left here, Mike. Anything could happen.
Nice kick.
If you're the
And it took a
returner there, you got to
bounce.
let that go. If you don't come up with it, just let it go.
Yep,
Let it go.
exactly. Don't even touch it. Don't do anything. Bad decision there by number 17, Nathan Gralski. See what the Chieftains can do here.
Yeah, so 1st and 10 now. Chieftains have great field position. 8:03 left in this one. Looking to throw the screen pass just a little bit in the ground.
Too
so,
low.
Yeah, just too
It's a
low there.
Matthew
Can't quite
Stafford
up with
pass.
it. So we'll go down to Nick Buckler now and see what he's got on the sidelines. Nick?
Guys, it's really cold down here, at least for this time of year. And before this last series, quarterback Patrick O'Connor was taking some extra steps with his center, trying to get the blood flowing to his hands and maybe lead to a Chieftain touchdown on this drive.
Thanks, Nick. Yeah, we're waiting to see that first Chieftain touchdown tonight, so we'll see if O'Connor can deliver. They got good field position now, and yeah, as Nick says, it's a little chilly down there. So, see what the Chieftains can dial up here offensively, whether they do it through the air or on the ground. But Chieftains threaten to score with decent field position here on 1st down.
And Patrick O'Connor has come in and has had a decent game for himself. You like what you see here from him.
And Chieftains will look to air it out again. He's got a receiver down the field. Almost comes up with it, but incomplete there. And that was a pretty good throw as the receiver was double covered there. Couldn't quite come up with it.
I'll tell you what, if moving forward, if he is the quarterback for the rest of the season, if he can throw like that, it's only a matter of time before he starts connecting with those passes. Take a look at his replay.
Yeah, and Mitchell here, again, on the intended receiver, the same one on the last deeper throw. Running some good routes, has some good abilities. Just got to come up with the ball a little bit more. He's led 2, I mean, not that they were easy catches at all, they weren't, but get your hands up there and get a better chance. But he's still running good routes out there.
He's got a hell of an arm, though, O'Connor, I'll tell you that. I mean, able to, he's got to be able to find contact with his receivers.
Yeah, he's made some pretty decent throws here in the second half. 2nd and 15 from the 32. Chieftains down 35-3, looking to score that first touchdown here tonight. 4 wide for them. Screen pass to the outside. That's Slater Lutz on the reception. Get down to about the 33-yard line now. No, excuse me, that is Jacob Dickinson on the reception there.
It looks like Coach Tony Smith starting to put in some of his second
we're
string
seeing
a
some
little bit.
different guys here.
You might as well, like we were talking, 35-3, start additioning some different plays here, try to mix the playbook up, see what works, see what doesn't. This is week 3, a lot of football left to play in this season for the Chieftains.
7:16 left in this football game. Chieftains down 35-3. 3rd and long here. Still looking to pick up that first touchdown of the game. O'Connor from the shotgun. He's got 4 wide. Looking for a receiver. He'll try to go down the field, it appears. Interception by the Bulldogs. He's got some room to run it back. Got some blockers in front of him here. Tries to get to the outside, does. He's still up. A flag thrown down. He's still going. And he'll finally be taken down.
It's rumbling here in the control in the box suite. But O'Connor there, he had open field he should have just kept running it instead of forcing again.
Yeah, it was a
Second
3rd
time-
and long, so I get trying to go down the field, but just a bad decision there.
Well, look though, he's got open field. I mean,
5 defenders there, Mike. Wow.
I get what he's trying to do, but at
Ugh.
the same time, he forced that.
Yeah.
Run the football up the gut. You never know. You might be able to get that first down. And he had open field. They were looking for him to throw all night.
Yeah. No,
That's when he just needs to keep taking it.
It was a 3rd and
Tuck
15
your
there,
head.
so he kind of had to take a chance and try to pick it up. But 5 defenders there is that's a risky pass always. So that's a rough one, of course. So yeah, big interception there. A turnover. Looked like the Chieftains finally might threaten to score here and score that first touchdown and just
That's
doesn't
twice.
finish it out.
That's twice tonight, though. Connerson's coming in as forced passes. Things like that are going to happen with junior quarterbacks. Him and Guglielmente are young, but moving forward, if O'Connor is the quarterback, I can see a lot of success happening towards as the season pushes forward.
And Mike, we've talked about it. Willie always a big part of this Chieftain offense. Got to give credit to the Bulldogs shutting him down. I mean, last year, Willie, this kid has been great. 1,922 yards last year, 15 touchdowns. 2 great weeks for him this season, and this week, nothing. So got to give credit to this great Bulldogs defense so far. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from the 35. They'll blow this one dead. See what happened there. In the student section here, the tribe, if you will, still trying to get it going here in the fourth quarter.
Why are they all dressed in camo? They're going to go hunting after them?
Oh boy.
That's the only time I wear camo.
Well, look, they're rocking the camo,
But
to
why?
counter
You
Romeo.
went
maybe?
here. You went here. Tell me what goes into this.
I don't
High
know. Maybe
school.
they were trying to the Romeo bit. They were doing camo to counter the dog pound. I don't know what's going on. Look, they're trying. All right, they're getting it going here in the fourth quarter.
You're supposed to know this. This is your high school that you graduated.
Look, we didn't wear camo when I went here. All right. Run by the Bulldogs there. Good takedown by the Chieftains. Nowhere to really go for them. 6:32 left in this football game.
Again, not a lot of control, and Romeo's starting to put in a lot of their second string as well, which they can't blame them on that one. You got command of this game with 6:20 to go.
Yeah, Joel Smith on the carry there, and you're seeing Romeo get about everybody they can in this football game at this point. Second and 9 for the Bulldogs. Looking to pass. Nowhere really to go. A little bit of pressure, but gets to the outside there.
Fumble.
And there's a fumble.
Chieftains
It's still
have it.
bouncing everywhere, and Chieftains will get it back on this side of the 50. So Chieftains causing some turnovers here in the second half. They just need to capitalize off them, Mike.
Yep, they do, and all night long, Chieftains causing a little bit of havoc there defensively at times, but there's a turnover again. Chieftains come up with it. It's just been the little things that when you think that Romeo is down, they're not, and they're able to get things rolling for themselves, especially Hurley.
So we'll see what O'Connor can do on this drive, the junior quarterback for the Chieftains.
Timeout here by.
I guess we'll have to wait a little bit longer to see what he can do.
Now, who do the Romeo Bulldogs have next week?
The Bulldogs play. They go on the road against Utica Ford next week.
That should be a tough matchup. I mean, Utica Ford looked pretty tough last week against the Chieftains.
Yeah,
The Chieftains were in that game, as we said, with 20 seconds left.
Yeah,
then
they
they
had a
threw a
chance in
pick
that
six.
game. I mean, they were close. That's a game that you definitely thought that they could have won on the schedule, and just couldn't quite get the victory. Of course, it's tough on the road, and that's your rival there, one of your bigger rivals, Ford, of course. So we'll see what Romeo can do against them next week.
Will the dog pound show up there? That's the question.
Oh, you got to believe so, Mike. You see the showing they have here. No reason to think they can't repeat it next week. And you see there they are.
Again, with no shirts on, it's like 50 degrees outside.
Look, a win will keep you warm, Mike. I'll tell you that much. When you're having a good time, when you're winning, you don't need a shirt. That is your shirt.
I don't care if you're winning or losing. You need a shirt.
1st and 10 for the Chieftains. Handoff here. Ayers on the carry.
Unless it's 85 degrees outside,
Well,
which it's not.
Look, we got lucky with good weather for the first home game of the year, so it might be a little chilly. But it's still not too bad. Hey, at least it's not snowing or raining, I guess. What are you going to do?
And you never know. I mean, it's Michigan. It's probably going to warm up again.
Yeah, we do never know here. That's for sure. 2nd and 8 for the Chieftains. They have the ball at the 46-yard line. 5:22 left in this football game. Chieftains trail 35-3. Handoff to Ayers. He's got a little bit of space here. Gets up the middle, and nice pick up there. He'll move the chains and get down to the 26-yard line.
Well, you like to see that. You like to see some positive things happen on a night like tonight. And I guess some play called Macintosh.
Macintosh. We're making notes here. Macintosh. That's what we'll see what that is.
We'll see what it is.
Ayers with the nice pickup there, though, and that's probably been the longest run for the Chieftains all night.
As long as we don't hear Omaha about 55 times.
You love Peyton Manning.
I do like Peyton Manning.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 27. Chieftains. O'Connor keeps it for himself, has a little bit of room.
And that was almost a broken play because he juggled the football after the fake handoff, but O'Connor was able to get control of it and move the chains.
Speaking of Peyton Manning, O'Connor wearing number 18, and he kind of runs like Peyton Manning.
Maybe he likes Peyton Manning. Maybe that's his boy.
He didn't get going very fast there, but either way, a good run for O'Connor to get his team closer to that 1st down marker. 2nd and 4 for the Chieftains at the 21-yard line. 4:25 left in this game. Hand it off. Ayers on the carry. Nowhere really to go there. Taken down after a gain of about 1.5, maybe 2 yards there if he's lucky. So 3rd and 3 here. Mike, Chieftains threatening to score. They want to get that touchdown, want to put the first. I mean, they got the first points on Romeo all season so far. Now let's see if they can put up that first touchdown on the Bulldogs.
This is one of those things when there's a shutout like in hockey and you want to get that goal just so the guy doesn't get the shutout. It's like 7-0. This is where the Chieftains, they need to get a touchdown here just to not only make themselves feel good going into next week, but also to strike to Romeo that, hey, you're not going to run all over everybody.
3rd down for the Chieftains. O'Connor looks to take the snap. He'll hand it off. Looks like he might have the first down. Ayers on that carry, and it appears he's down close to that marker. We'll see where the spot is.
And again, if you're wondering, Willie Cumino was taken out because pretty much this score is way out of reach, and I don't blame Coach Tony Smith.
Yeah, you see what you got from some other guys. Give Willie a rest. I mean, you see how many carries you've gotten out of this kid the last, 3 years technically. He started playing his sophomore year. I mean, this kid's only played 3 years of organized football. We saw him his sophomore year playing that first year. So give him a little break. There's Ayers. Ayers has been having a decent quarter plus here in relief of Willie.
And here's what you have here with Ayers. You're finally getting him some touches in this 4th quarter. So now possibly another option for them moving forward that they could put this kid in. He's also a junior as well. And not the focus won't be all on Willie.
2nd and 13 for the Chieftains. They have the ball at the 19-yard line, looking to score that first touchdown of the night for them. 2:30 left in the game. O'Connor, play action, looking for a receiver. Overthrows him, though. Nothing doing there. And that's Freddle Jackson, the intended receiver there. It's a little out of his reach.
It's too bad at this point you can't be like Madden 95 and use the halfback shift pass to Barry.
Oh my goodness, Madden 95, I love it. You could just juke back and forth in that game and just beat out everybody.
And the halfback shift pass to Barry.
Oh, come on.
Touchdown
That was
every
like
time.
cheating.
Our executive producer, Art, knows what I'm talking about.
3rd and 13 for the Chieftains. They'll hand it off.
Ayers.
A nice little pickup there for Ayers again on the carry. And a 4th down here. Have to imagine this is 4th down territory, especially 35-3 with 2 minutes left in this one.
I like what I'm seeing from Ayers. That's another option, like I was saying earlier, that the Chieftains can have going forward here in this season, especially going into week 4. He's able to move. He's got some feet. He's got a little bit of speed. Get some blocks. And he obviously could do some damage.
So 4th and 8 from the 14-yard line. 1:40 left in this football game.
Coach Tony Smith's going to call a timeout here. He wants to get this touchdown before going home.
He might kick a field goal here. He might just take his points.
He could.
And he's got the kicker out there now. Not sure if that's what he'll stick with, but
Well,
Smith might just settle for a field goal here. Yeah, take your points, Coach Smith. That's fine.
you might as well. I mean,
Well, look, there's some good I mean,
There's been a lot of-
this is such a good team, a Romeo team here. As we said, they haven't let any team short. Oxford isn't a bad team. Grosse Pointe South isn't that bad of a team. I mean, for nobody to score any points on them, so taking 6 out of here, obviously you'd like to score more, Mike, but
yeah.
I don't think you can look down on it too much, get too upset about it. You know, at least you're putting some points on the board against such a strong defense.
Well, and it's not just that. It's like I've been stressing. It's week 3. Got a lot of football left to play here in this young season. The Chieftains just need to look at the positives out of this game and take the positives as they move forward. This offense with O'Connor has looked really, really good. So hopefully moving forward, they can take a page out of this game and look at the video.
And they will go for the field goal. Veronica Kramer on the kick. It's up. And it's good. So, hey, there's 6 points.
She's been good all season for
She
this
has.
Chieftains team at kicking and punting the ball. And Coach Tony told us after game 1, she's the toughest player out there for this team.
That's
So
right. Hey, after that hit on the kickoff return on week 1, I can't deny that whatsoever.
I cannot either.
So Chieftains, they decide to take the points. Now they trail this one 35-6 with 1:32 left, and you see the field goal there again. She's been good so far this season.
And as a father to a little daughter, that's cool to see.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
It really is.
So, Mike, 1:32 left in this game. Can't imagine. Well, I mean, Romeo has been pretty aggressive all night, so maybe they do try to put some more points up. But
I could see Romeo just running the clock out
Yeah,
as well, just getting out of here.
yeah, you know, get out of here as healthy as you can be. We did see 2 injuries here tonight. Hopefully they're not too bad. You know, our thoughts are with those kids. Hopefully they heal up and all right. Because 2 somewhat, you know, look not too big. Guys couldn't get off on their own, walking off, you know, earlier. So hopefully they are all right. Romeo will try to get out here as healthy as they can. And Chieftains, you know, lick your wounds. You scored 6 points. I mean, you never want to be proud of scoring 6 points. But against such a strong team, you had some positives to take away, at least from the second half here. An extremely high kick, almost like an onside kick there. And received at about the 40-yard line, and that's where the Bulldogs will come out.
So a little bit of quarterback controversy. Do you stick with O'Connor or go back to Guglielmente?
I mean, that's what's tough, Mike. I mean, you got to see what the guys do in practice, and you know, but taking it out of this game, I think maybe you give Patrick O'Connor a chance moving forward. I mean, Guglielmente, he was okay in the last couple games, but I don't know if he's shown you anything special that makes you for sure have to stick with him. So maybe you go with Patrick O'Connor here. I mean, it's tough to tell. He looked okay. He did make some mistakes tonight. Of course, there wasn't much he can do. And again, you have to take into account it was against such a strong defense. But that'll be something we keep an eye on moving forward. Handoff up the middle here for the Bulldogs. A nice pickup there for about 6 yards.
I agree with you. You just got to let them work it out at practice. See who's the better guy. Go with it, because you don't want to have a quarterback controversy. Pick one, move forward. We see both quarterbacks can throw the ball. It just seems like the Guglielmente a little bit gets a little stymied out there and can't seem to get things centered for himself, where O'Connor just seemed like he came in, took command of the offense, took command of the leadership of this team, and was able to push this team forward.
And when he was out there with the first stringers, mainly Jason Groman, some big plays there from them, and him and Groman had some chemistry going. So definitely could see Patrick O'Connor moving forward here with the Chieftains. So 2nd and 4 for the Bulldogs. They'll run as much clock as they can. They have the ball at the 46-yard line.
Do you use errors a little bit more too going forward?
Well, look, I mean, tonight you give Willie a rest because, hey, this kid's your horse and you do as much as you can with him. But I think, you know, most cases you use Willie as much as you can.
You don't
We've
use two
talked
bags?
about how, I mean, you can give him a rest. At least you know, hey, if he needs to play off, you throw Ayers in there and he can do something. But Willie's still your horse.
Are these Romeo classmates sure where they're at? Because they're singing "Nana Goodbye," but this isn't their house, though, Adam.
No, it's not.
So It is.
Well, yeah, they've made it their house
I
tonight,
guess it's their
Mike,
house
and,
now.
If you're the Chieftains, you hate to see that, but hey, you got beat by a really good football team here tonight, so it is what it is. But either way, that'll wrap it up for the Chieftains night here at 35-6. And Mike, like we said, a couple things to look forward to. They got a couple easier games coming up in the schedule with Cuzno and Anchor Bay. Still not easy games, but some things were definitely winnable games for the Chieftains.
They're on the same page, both teams, Cuzno and Anchor Bay. They're looking to try to find an identity for themselves. Same thing with the Utica Chieftains. And it's tough when you have Utica Ford around, you have Ike around, who have been established for, having established programs that they get the top players compared to the Utica Chieftains. It doesn't help, but at the same time, this is where the Chieftains, they have the talent on this team. They have Gwilly, they have O'Connor, they have a lot of other intangibles, Groman. They got to put it together. They got to look at the positives and move forward. This was only week 3. Yes, you got beat tonight, and Romeo took you to the house, but at the same time, going into week 4 and week 5 against Anchor Bay and against Cuzno, that's where the Chieftains need to take command of the season and get back in the groove of things and move forward.
Absolutely. So Romeo, they'll go on the road to take on Ford next week. Of course, the Chieftains, they'll be taking on Anchor Bay next week, so they can see what they can do there. Of course, there are only 2 wins last year against Anchor Bay and Warren Cuzno, so they'll see if they can scrap one out there. Well, Mike, that's the final from here. 35-6. Romeo Bulldogs take the Chieftains in this one. A tough one here, but you take out as much as you can from it.
Yeah, you have to. You got to look at the positives, like I said, going forward. I mean, the offense seemed to start clicking with Patrick O'Connor when he came in. Willie just could not find his groove, and I'll tell you what, after watching these last couple seasons, this has got to be the first game that I've seen where he wasn't able to track any yards whatsoever or even do anything to help his team out. So, not his fault. You got to blame Romeo and give Romeo the credit, because Romeo just locked down on him. And that's exactly what head coach of the Romeo Bulldogs, Jason Couch, said before the game, that they were looking to contain him. I don't think that they thought that they were going to be able to shut him down. And that's exactly what they were able to do tonight. And that hurt Utica big time. Going into the next week, not taking anything away from Anchor Bay, but at the same time, I don't think you're going to see a repeat performance of Gwilly getting shut down. I just don't think that Anchor Bay has the players that can, like Romeo. So Gwilly just has to take the positive out of this, forget about it, go back to practice on Monday morning or Monday afternoon, and start working on different things and try to move forward.
That's it, Mike. So 35-6 here. Chieftains lose it. For Mike Ventimiglio, I'm Adam Zellick. For the whole Shelby TV crew, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.